According to a new rumor, we might be able to play as 3 playable characters in Spider-Man 2. Now, we're going to be reading from Game Rant where it says, Marvel Spider-Man 2 could feature Venom as a third playable character. In an alleged leak, supposed details suggest Marvel Spider-Man 2 game will feature a potential third playable character. Anyone anticipating the release of Marvel Spider-Man 2 next year will surely be aware of its 2 playable protagonists, Peter Parker and Miles Morales, Insomniac Games' 2 established Spider-Man. However, there have not been details shared about how that will be approached in Marvel Spider-Man 2's moment-to-moment gameplay between both characters. Because it does not release until an undisclosed time next year, it is anyone's estimate how this will be approached. Other rumors and speculation have wondered how Venom will affect Marvel Spider-Man 2's gameplay, and if particular symbiote-inspired suits will be introduced. Now, a rumored leak, if true, may offer more information on how Peter and Miles will be interchangeable as well as the potential for a third playable character. Recently, Redditor Command Gravish has shared an anonymous leaker's post suggesting that an internal email has been exposed from Insomniac. The leaker states that Miles and Peter will only be interchangeable during free roam, with scripted missions reserved for each character. Interestingly, however, the anonymous leaker has shared that there is a third character who mixes into all of this but cannot free roam. This character is purportedly said to have a different playstyle that straight up kills people and uses smoke, projectiles, and a type of organic or artificial tentacles. The anonymous leaker's information points toward either Venom or a black suit Peter, though they also suggest that an earlier leak claimed it could be Yuri Watanabe's Wraith. Spider-Man Web of Shadows' own black-suited Spider-Man features aggressive combat with tendril strikes and the ability to swap between the red and black suit and the symbiote at will. However, the alleged leak details that this third playable character would not be available in free roam outside dedicated missions. Because of how fun open-world traversal could be with Insomniac's take on the symbiote, it would be unfortunate to hear if it was only available in scripted levels instead. But if this leak is correct, then that may be well what fans can expect to look forward to. The detail about smoke is interesting due to smoke not being a traditional characteristic of the symbiote. If Insomniac is truly intending on innovating on the alien substance and the effects it has on its host, smoke might be a byproduct of some sort of evasion mechanic where the symbiote can instantly transmit across predetermined distances as opposed to a regular somersault or dash dodge. In the meantime, until any information is confirmed, all alleged leaks should be received lightly. Many fans would surely be pleased with the idea of some gameplay adaptation with the symbiote that could impact combat and traversal, whether that is as Venom himself or as a black-suited Spider-Man, but only time will tell if that becomes a reality in Marvel Spider-Man 2. So yeah, I found this very, very interesting because Venom is one of my all-time favorite villains. Like, I love Venom so much. I think his design is so cool, obviously besides Spider-Man 3. But I mean, whenever this teaser trailer was shown off by Sony last year and we saw Venom at the last second, my hype went through the roof. Like, even if Venom wasn't going to be in this game and all we knew that, it was Peter and Miles and that was it, we didn't know any villains, I was still very excited to play this game, and knowing now that Venom is going to be in the game and probably the main bad guy, and now we have this rumor where there might be a third playable character, and it possibly might be Venom. Like I've always said, whenever this game comes out, if there's not at least one mission, even if it's like a 5-minute mission, and it's the only time we play as Venom in the whole entire game, if we can't play as Venom at least once, I will be very disappointed. I mean, don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean that the game's going to suck, but I think that it would be a hugely missed opportunity. But also, if we don't end up playing as Venom, I could totally see where, part of the story is where we play as a symbiote version of Peter Parker, where he wears the black suit and he's evil. I think that could be very, very interesting. So honestly, one of the two I would be totally fine with, and I'm just so ready and so excited to play this game. I know it does suck that we have to wait until next year. Hopefully it's like the first half of next year instead of the second half, because I just want to play this game as soon as possible. But obviously this is just a rumor, so please don't take this as anything as being confirmed. Please take this with a grain of salt. This is not coming from Insomniac or PlayStation. This is coming from Reddit, so just please keep that in mind. But what do you guys think? Down below, let me know how you feel about apparently we might be able to play as a third character in Spider-Man 2, and also let me know how you feel about whether or not that would be Venom or the symbiote version of Peter Parker. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed it or found it informative, drop it a like and consider subscribing if you're new by turning on the post notification bell so you don't miss my next upload. Until next time, guys, take care.